All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chris's Sports Corner. Real quick, man. Hope everybody's having a great, great Saturday at this point. All right, man. So y'all know what we about to talk about, man. It's Los Angeles Lakers, Los Angeles Clippers, preseason game. NBA's on the way, man. There's been some great action. But real quick, man, before I get into that, I would like to say thank you guys for supporting the channel. And also, man, the jerseys, if you like them, they're custom made jerseys. Make sure you check out FC Customs. I'll leave a link down below. And you hit that link down below, and they'll give you a discount, 10% off. So yeah, check them out, man. They're real cool, man. They're real good. They're quality jerseys, and they're good people. Just through conversation. All right, so let's get into it, man. The Los Angeles Lakers and the Los Angeles Clippers. Let me say first of all, this rivalry. This is a rivalry between these two. Now I know if we talking championships, it ain't a rivalry. I get it, but from just this year, and last year, like it's the sentiment is real between these two teams. And you love it. You love it, right? You gotta love that. Now let me say first of all, Patrick Beverley's still talking. In case you were wondering, he's still talking. He's still the mouth of the South. He went as far as to make fun of Montrezl Harrell. Montrezl Harrell missed a shot. And, this is like Montrezl Harrell little, celebration. And so Montrezl missed a shot and he do the antics. Now, one part of you is like, that's good for entertainment. Other part of me is like, I don't know if you might want to focus and stop the antics, man. Like, but that's who he is, right? That's his game, He's an undersized guard that just play with heart and plays good defense, according to some. Some say he don't play defense. They do a lot of chirping. But, hey, that's neither here nor there, right? But you kind of, if it's like this, if he's on your team, you love him. If he's not on your team, you hate him. You're like, if he's not on your team, you're like, yo, shut up. What's all that for? You know what I'm saying? So, but he's Patrick Beverley, and that's why you love him, right? So Kawhi Leonard. Let me say this, and what you're noticing, Ty Lue has challenged Kawhi to be a leader, and you can see he's more vocal. He's more. I've watched Kawhi, like me in these preseason game. I'm watching everything but the game. I'm watching the interaction between the players. I'm watching the two benches because there was some chirping between the two benches, and then I'm watching. But what you know is different that I'm already seeing Kawhi is when there's a timeout, when there's a dead ball, he the first one up, clapping, reaching his hand out, giving it. It's that, and that's where he's his next level, right? The next level for him is that part because we know what he could do, but now it's to bring other people along with him and get them to their best position. Get them to their best ability. So you definitely see that part. And their energy. When you watch the Clippers play, you see the energy. It's like, we're here. We got something to prove. We're disappointed about what happened last year. And even in preseason, you see the energy there. Minus Patrick Beverley and his joking. But for the most part, the intensity, it was a different level of intensity. Also, they said they needed to play more. Well, you seen Kawhi Leonard and Paul George playing into the second quarter. It was, but that was, you kind of expect, you wanted them to kind of run that up. If you're a Clipper fan, you expect them to kind of run it up because you had the Lakers, I think they had K-Cock, Antetokounmpo, not Giannis, Thornton, I think Kuzma, and it's just a bunch of guys that are not starters, right? So you kind of thought that they were going to run it up at that point, but they didn't. Now, when we talk about the Lakers, let me tell you something about Montrezl Harrell. His energy is infectious. And I think the reason, even watching the game tonight, you can see everything is serious with this guy. He ain't really into the even when playing, it's like let's go. I remember them walking the ball up and you can see Trez clapping like, hey, let's go. Like he's serious. He got that underdog mentality, that came from nothing mentality. And honestly, I'm gonna say this. That's perfect for what the Lakers need. See, they're coming off the championship. They're the hot team. Everybody got them picked. But then you got someone like Montrezl Harrell that know the feeling of that letdown when you were supposed to be the team and you didn't work out that way. So you need that energy, for lack of better terms, that dog, that tenacity, that intensity. He brings that, and when and it's infectious. And he's not gonna allow, it's like he's not gonna just allow people to lollygag, and they're gonna need that throughout this 72 game season, not 81, but it's only 9 games off. But 72 game season, you're gonna have nights where LeBron don't play. You're gonna have nights where AD don't play. So you're gonna need them to bring. You're gonna need them that bench to bring it. Thornton, THT, Horton Tucker, I think that's how you say his name. You can see there. Frank Vogel been raving about him, and he had the green light tonight, and he performed. He performed. I think, and that's all. And he had over 30 minutes. Kyle Kuzma had over 30 minutes. You understand what they're doing right now? They're saying, "Hey, let's get these guys as confident as possible. Let's feed Horton Tucker. Let's feed Kuzma. Get these guys' confidence up, because those role players are gonna have to play a major role later in the season, and you want that confidence and the belief that the team believe in them." Now let me talk about another guy, Dennis Schroeder. He had some plays, but you can see it's like he wanted so bad. He got to slow down and let the game come to him. Some of those turnovers, some of those missed passes. I mean, he hit somebody in the foot. like I know you want it, my guy, but you got to bring it. Overall, I thought he had a decent game, but you got to bring it back. Let the game come to you and play within your game. No need to force it. There's a couple times where he just ran into the hole like, that ain't your game, man. Let the game come to you. Play well. Play under control. But it's a preseason, man. Ain't nobody put much stock in it. But the little things you did notice, and them, you can see, like Markieff Morris. I don't know if he was chirping at his brother on the Clippers, but he was chirping at somebody on the Clippers. And of course, Patrick Beverley gonna chirp back. So it's a preseason game, but the rivalry is real, and I think they got to play each other like 3 games. Like, this preseason schedule is crazy. I think they got to play each other like 3 more games. It's not really much stock into it. But we'll see how it pans out. Now, another thing I'm watching is the dynamic between Kawhi and Paul George, because I'm looking to see if they're close, or if it's like he's my teammate. I'm looking for it. I really am, and I noticed when they started on the bench, Paul George on one side of the Gatorade bucket and Kawhi Leonard is on the other side of the Gatorade bucket. Didn't seem to be that interaction. Not trying to show no C's or this, none of that. I'm looking for it because I'm looking to see if there's indication that make you believe Kawhi Leonard is gonna follow along with Paul George, as in re-signing with the Clippers. So that's why I'm looking for that. So in the preseason game, you got to learn to look at the game inside the game. You look at look how everyone's playing. Look how everyone is interacting. Just look for the energy. See if guys getting winded. Alex Caruso got a little hip knack today. So let's pay attention to that. See if that's going to be something to pay attention to, because he was battling a little bit last year. You can see if that's something to pay attention to. If not, keep it pushing. So that was it, man. It was a preseason game. NBA is back, baby. The NBA is back. I'm loving it. I'm here for it. And man, you gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. So with that being said, guys, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, you guys be great.